Hello guys and welcome to another tutorial. In this tutorial I'm going to be talking about Linux shell scripting. So let's get started. First thing I want to show you is my program. So let's zoom it maximum so you can see. The first thing that you have to declare is the environment you want to work with, and I want the bash. So you can just rewrite this as a comment. This is a comment, but it's going to be counted in Linux systems. And then we have a printf statement. Now, printf statement and echo statement is not much different, except for echo statement prints it out in the terminal, and printf does as well if you're running the terminal, but you can also do stuff like this -n, and that means new line. So once you do printf, if you want to list directories, new line, you are gonna need to log in. And then we have the read -p, which says username, and then right here it says username. We're going to read user input for username, and it's going to be called a variable username. So while our username is admin, so what this means is while the username is equal to admin, if I import the username admin, this is going to execute. So we're going to do echo, oh, it's you admin. Now we're going to have a problem here. You're going to see that later. Then we have the read sp instead of p here. This means a secret input. It's basically not going to display any letters when you're inputting it. Inputting anything inside. It's for password, so it's going to say password is a variable password, and if the variable password is equal to 57, from some reason you can change it to whatever you want, and then it's going to do this. And notice how I didn't do and done, I actually did then, because I did the if statement as well here. And this is just to check for the password. I'm going to mention the if statement up here as well, because while loop doesn't work here. You're going to see later why. Okay, so if password is 57, and then we're going to do welcome and the username, which is admin. I can just do welcome admin because I don't think this is going to collide with other usernames that have a password to 57, I guess. And then we're going to list out all in the current directory. This is just the cmd command, the terminal command. If the password is not 57, then it's going to say, leave this area, you no good username. Why? I don't know. Why not? And then fi finishes the if statement here. Then we have another echo that just says this, so it looks nicer. And then we have the new line with echo. And then we have another printf. We can give you a list of processes though, and then ps to execute the list of processes. Let's see how that actually works. Right, so let's do ls. We are in the desktop already. Usually you're going to be in this map. You can just do cd desktop. If you're somewhere else, you can do cd dash this line desktop. But it doesn't really matter. Let me just show you. And we're going to run it by doing this. So what I did here is I just put this in front of it, and that means run it. If I just do test.sh just like in Windows, it's not going to work. If you want to list directories, you're going to need to log in. So as you can remember, our username was admin, and here we go. This is what I was talking about. This is the difference between the while loop and the if statement. So while loop is actually a loop, so it just goes repeating itself while this is true, and the username is true, so it's just going to keep doing this all the time. I'm going to stop this with Control and C. And so in order to change this, we actually need to use if here. So if username, we can do dash equal to admin, and then we're going to do, and by the way, we need the double ones, I think. So let's just do this and this. Sorry, there we go. And if, and then we're going to do this echo, and then the else we're gonna have echo you are not admin. There we go. And then fi to finish it. And now let's restart this. And we're going to say admin, and it's going to say, oh, it's you admin, and password is going to be 57, and it's going to say welcome admin. Password double dot welcome admin. We can just do a new line here, right here. Now, let me just do it anyways, echo, or we can just do printf instead of this. And there we go. Okay, so now it's welcome admin nicely, and it says total 16, blah blah, lists out some of the directories, and then it says we can give you a process list though. This is gonna execute regardless of your username. So now let's try to input a false username. So let's do Skippy, and let's do a password of 33, 32, and now it's gonna say a password is leave this area, you no good Skippy, because username. So this is how variables work. So let me just show you this up close. There. So you just refer to it with the $sign, and it, as you can see, the Sublime just outlines it. Where is it referring to? And this specific username is not here, it is right here. So it's defined right when the user inputs it. Okay, so that's for the first one. Now let's do the second part. So the second part is says starting the checker, just an echo, and then we have a printf of this, just so it looks nicer. Then we have processes -a, and then this line here, and then we do grep -i and Firefox. So what this does is it's going to list out all of the processes. Well, not actually all, this is for all, but most of the processes. And the grep is going to check in these processes, is there any Firefox? So I'm going to show you this later. And there's the another one, which is a variable. And then we have a $sign and the brackets, and then now it says the same thing, but print out all of the processes, and then the grep says find Sublime text. So it's going to check if the Sublime text is on. And then how it's going to check it, here's how. If variable 1 is true, we don't have to write is true, we just have to leave like this. Basically this means equals true. Then listing, and then variable 1. Variable 1 is going to be a little bigger than just one word, because we're listing out the process, the whole line, with grep. And else is going to be Sublime is off. We're not going to do the same thing for Firefox, because that just really makes no sense. Not right now at the moment. Printf, again the new line, and then we have the netstat-an grep listening. So what this will do is it will check for currently listening ports on your network. So let me just run this. Let me show you one important thing you need to know before, after writing this and before running it. So let's enter desktop, and we can do the same thing, test2.sh, and once you run it, it's going to say permission denied. So what you have to do here is chmod plus x and then test2.sh. Now I'm not going to explain what this is. You kind of have to know this if you're going to use Linux. It's really important. You can do 777, it really doesn't matter. Chmod is one of the most important commands in Linux. So once we run it now, it's going to work, and it's going to say listening Sublime text is turned on. But as you can see, Firefox is not here. That's because we didn't start it. Once we start Firefox, it's going to notice. Also, let's try to turn off Sublime, and now we're going to have the opposite. Let's take a look, and it listed out the listening ports and stuff, whatever. Yes, there we go. And it says Sublime is off right now, and there's Firefox twice here. Cool. Now this is the process number, I'm guessing. As you can see, this is what we're listening with, and netstat. And you can sort them out differently. You don't have to like specify this, you can specify this specifically. Let me show you. So you can just do the netstat command. I don't even know netstat, but netstat-an and grep, sorry, -i, and then the pattern, or our word, in this case, this packet, and there it is. That's one of them. Or you can just do, what is it, closed. I don't know if there's anything that's closed. Let me see. Okay. All right, let's try connected. And there you go. Simple. That's for grep. You don't actually need to know this, but it's really fun. And thanks for watching, and have a nice day.